Thank you.
Welcome to another Groundhog Day NBA game. Shadows. All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Well, tonight is a huge game. These are two of the best in the league, and MP has total focus on one thing, helping his team come up with a statement win.
We have to give props to MP's team. They're 3-0 in these monster games between top teams. MP has played a vital role in their perfect record.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. We've got Wembanyama, Devin Vassell out there with Castle, and it's Champagnie at the power forward position.
I mean, if you want to chase him off the line, that's fine, but that ability to dribble drive, this guy is impossible to guard. Kyrie Irving.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Here's Davis. Rebounded by the Spurs. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
They were able to pull out a win last time because their bench came up big. It's so important to have depth on your roster.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game. And that was a total team effort, no question.
Six to shoot from outside the arc. Gafford grabs the miss. And it's the Mavericks ball. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
It's never easy to win games when you're missing free throws. They had to be better.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
This version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
And he gets that one. Champagnie's got his second bucket of the night.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Corner shot. Davis with a rebound. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Christie passes to Irving. Here's Christie. Lets it go from deep. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Christie's got 5 now.
That passing ability complements Irving's scoring so well.
And here in the back half of February, the power rankings tell a pretty complete story of the season so far. You look at Dallas, not a bad place to be, holding on to that number 2 spot.
Well, I think for San Antonio, they continue to look incredibly dangerous. The cohesion and teamwork they show on a nightly basis has a lot to do with that.
Now here's Vassell. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia. Count that one. 6 points for him. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2. A little mid-range shot is up. And it falls all over the rim and in.
That is Kyrie Irving in a nutshell. You want to give him the mid-range, he'll take it. The consummate 3-level scorer.
Vassell outside. Inside. It's tipped. Here's Castle. 11 points for him last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
Now here's Irving. It's a 3-point game. Outside Davis. Outside Irving. blocked by Wembanyama.
Come on, man. I mean, there was no chance Wemby was going to ever let that reach the rim.
Pass to Vassell. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Irving fires from way outside. Vassell with the rebound. Spurs lead by 3. Wing shot on the way. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Outside Irving. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Yeah, talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. AD is towards the top of that list.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Christie. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. And a nice finish on the layup.
Yeah.
He's got 11.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. San Antonio on top. They
26 points. Quarter. 26 points.
He's checked in for the Mavericks. Wiggins comes in for Abaji. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. The kick out to Young. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Mavericks trail by 9. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Hardy is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
All right, Doris, Kyrie Irving is a special talent. What's his greatest asset, you think, on the floor?
Oh, PA, this is a tough question. If you ask NBA players, they'll tell you the guy with the best handle historically is Kyrie Irving. But to me, his best attribute, fearlessness, the ability to deliver when it most matters.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Hardy's got 8 here in this quarter.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. And that's collected by Trae Young.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Spurs lead by 6. Hey, expanding his range. And no good.
For
Dallas, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Here's Hardy. 14 points for him last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And the shot's good by Irving.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Right wing. Pass to Castle. Here's Champagnie. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Champagnie's got 7 points.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Now here's Wiggins. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. Shot clock at 6. Here's Irving. The bank shot, no good.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
A minute 9 left in the first half. And the bucket is good. And the Spurs lead by 8.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Christie comes in for Kyrie Irving. Davis with it. coming off a 16-point game against Oklahoma City.
And on top of everything else, he did a great job of helping control the boards at both ends.
Well, increasing consistency from range. This is one of the things Andrew Wiggins is working on.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
And there's the lob. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Off the mark, his 6th miss in 13 tries.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
To the inside. Here's Wiggins. And no good, trying to use the glass. Good if it goes. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's San Antonio closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
The Western Conference winner, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Little love going to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just another big-time talent.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Spurs.
And you look at the numbers, they're playing.
That's it for us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept the mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. They've got Castle. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Champagnie at the 4-man spot. Here's Christie. Wiggins outside. They get it again to the right side. This one for 3. Christie's shot is off. Spurs lead by 9. To the middle. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Mavericks. And here's a look at some numbers for Victor Wembanyama.
During these last 10 games, he's been a menace on the defensive end. Poking balls loose, jumping passing lanes. He's been all over the place and piling up the steals as a result.
Now here's Irving, tightly guarded. Davis from long range. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Banked it in off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Spurs lead.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Back to Irving. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebound by San Antonio.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
Pass to Champagnie. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Irving looking around. Oh, Wiggins with the power game inside.
They can finally relax after missing their first 4 shots to start this half.
Down low. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 21 points in the game.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
To the paint. Here's Irving. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
When it's all said and done for Kyrie, the handle, the creativity, and the big shot making always will stand out.
Washington's checked in for Dallas. And San Antonio with a change here too. Young's checked in.
You want to contest this guy's shots, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
And it's Gafford missing.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Irving. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds in the game.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. A 12-point game. Christie passes to Irving. No good there. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Pass to Champagnie. Wembanyama, screen on Wiggins. Nails it from beyond the arc.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to review the game plan.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Hardy. Now Irving. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Hardy is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Abaji in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Irving fires from way outside. Drops in the 3. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the 4th. Inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And he's got 28 now.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And the Spurs with some changes. Wembanyama's checked in for Batadze. Champagnie comes in for Oubre. And it's Vassell in for Trae Young. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He said to them, you guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Champagnie. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Mavericks trail by 12. Now here's Irving. No good with a layup. It's stolen. Chalk up 2 there. Irving's got 11 points here in the second half.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
Pass to Champagnie. Here's Castle. A minute 15 left in the 4th quarter. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Mavericks have gone 6 for 9 here in the 4th quarter. On the wing, Irving. Christie. Davis finds Irving. And it's Dallas scoring again.
The buckets, the game is just flowing for Kyrie Irving. Looks easy for him right now.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wiggins.
I love it. Nice activity defensively. Getting in there to disrupt the pass.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Here's Irving. Got a piece of it. To the middle. Oh, the body control and balance from Wemby. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Spurs.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Yeah, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And this result tonight, it gets them to 44 wins on the year. Wembanyama, pass to Champagnie. Oh, from deep. Rebound, Anthony Davis. And it looks like they just won't have enough left here at the end.
Yeah, they simply ran out of time and energy.
Christie's shot is off. There's the triple. Rebound, Anthony Davis.
Just like where I'm at.
Tries a three off the inbound. No good. And so it's San Antonio with the W. And they